Welcome to the Notekeeper's first class review of Hawaiian Airlines flight flying from Honolulu direct to Boston. It was an over 9-hour flight on an Airbus A330. With a direct flight to the East Coast, you had access to the Plumera Lounge, which had some light refreshments along with some beer and wine. We flew out of gate A5, and the plane had a 2x4x2 configuration for economy and a 2x2x2 for first class. I was seated in seat J2. You enter the plane about a quarter of the way down, and over to the left is a couple rows of economy, and then you enter the first class cabin. At your seat, you had your menu, your bedding, and an amenities kit. I was noticing that other people got right to town on setting up their bedding, so I got my seat back cover put down first, and then I put my pillow and my blanket, I stowed that away. There was also a bottle of water at the seat. There were 4 windows that viewed outside, so when you wanted to take a look at a view, you had plenty of access whether you're sitting right next to the window or you're a passenger to the left. The pre-departure drink service was an option of a Mai Tai or Prosecco. I went with Prosecco, and then you needed to order your dinner. I ordered the chicken schnitzel and a bottle or a glass of white wine. There's a seat adjusting button there, and your cup holder. Then there's a USB port, flight attendant call button, light switch, and another USB outlet and a international outlet around the corner, all within fingertips reach. There was a pouch near your foot to store. I put my iPad in there. And then there was another pouch right next to your seat, which was where I kept the amenities kit. And your feet could comfortably sit in front of you or kick them right up even without having to recline. That was probably one of my favorite parts about the comfort on there. You could put your feet up at any time. Then the information center was showing some Hawaiian music and island videos pre-departure. The amenities kit had a comb, some ear pods, a pencil, a tissue, an eye mask, and some ear plugs. So a nice little amenities kit, but didn't end up using any of it because I was prepared. But then you flew by the Hickam Air Force Base, where you could see some of their aircraft. I believe these were some of their C5s, Galaxy C5s. And the sun was starting to set. It was a nice flight, nice departure from Honolulu. The information screen again was up in front of you. It wasn't at your seat back, but I was able to see it just fine, and it had the very typical information about the flight. And we took off. The islands were gorgeous to look at during the sunset. And I was noticing when I was taking a selfie, looking at this afterwards, there is this button or speaker or something over my shoulder that I never checked out. So I don't know what that is. If anybody knows, please comment below. And some more views of the islands as we're taking off. And then they came around to set up your linens and your iPad. So that was provided. The iPad was provided by Hawaiian for the flight. You had a choice to use your own headphones if you had Bluetooth, or if you didn't, you could connect one of theirs. I ended up mine connected fine, so I used my Bluetooth, which when you reclined back, it was nice not to have a cord. And then they came around with your some warm macadamia nuts and the dinner drink you had previously ordered. So I had gone with some white wine, and then shortly after they came by with your dinner. And dinner was, I ordered the chicken schnitzel with the mustard sauce on there. The salad was fresh with a nice dressing. The roll was fresh. It was a great meal. It was heated adequately. Inside that little Hawaiian shirt was the salt and pepper. I was satisfied. I did have to use the restroom before I was finished eating, and that tray table slid right out of the way easily, so you could get up while your tray was still there. Did notice the restroom was a little bit bigger than the economy restroom, not by much, but it was a little bit bigger, and it had some amenities. They had some lotion in there and some spray. Didn't need that, don't use that, but for anybody that needed it, it was available. Got back to my seat, polished off my meal. It was better than expected. I had read some reviews, or heard some reviews, that the food was not good on Hawaiian Airlines. However, for being on a plane, it was acceptable. The dessert was by far the best part. It was, I believe, a tuxedo cake, but it was layered, and it had a crisp layer in there, and the caramel on top, and it was quite good. At the dessert, we put up the divider. This is the divider between the two seats, and being on the window side, it really kind of created a nook, and I laid back, put the movie on, and then they turned the lights down, and I laid back more, and at that point I pretty much passed out. And I did end up sleeping about 5 or 6 hours on the flight. Did notice they had delivered some snacks. I was not hungry, so I did not eat the snacks. When I woke up, we had breakfast. Breakfast was served about an hour and a half out from landing. There was some fresh fruit, which was okay. Then there was some roasted potatoes with a roasted red pepper sauce, eggs, and ham. And of course some coffee. And there was, at this point, about 30 minutes left, and now we're here at Boston. And it was a great flight, the best red-eye flight I've ever had. It was also my first class flight. But being able to lay back and sleep for 5 or 6 hours really made the time fly by. So that is our first class review of Hawaiian Airlines. And I would say, great job, Hawaiian Airlines. Their customer service was fantastic. Probably some of the best service I've had on a flight. Thanks for watching. And if you want to stay tuned for more videos, please like and subscribe.